played this game, and really it's not fair to myself that I haven't, but I brought a notepad and a pencil with me this time.
A notepad and a pencil?
Yeah, I haven't been using one.
Yeah, but how would that help us solve any puzzles in the game?
I thought maybe there were the occasional time that I would write something down and I would perceive it as useful. So I have that now.
Never join live streams with Daniel. Never play the seventh guest.
That was the mistake, was it?
Yeah, you know. I mean, this is my biggest fear. Whenever I'm playing a game with Paul, I'm perceiving it as the inner child. I can still see it as a perfect game, and I still experience it as if it was 1993 or 1995. But Paul is experiencing them as a gamer who just started playing them in the 2020s. So, you know, I get a reality check whenever he's saying that, you know, this gameplay or this UI or whatever is not up to snuff when it comes to today's standards. So it's a completely different perspective than you would have, or many of us would ever have a chance to experience. And you get a whole crew of people that get to kind of watch him, so he gets to pander and have a bit of fun with the audience and play a new game. So it's kind of like the perfect medium for a new-ish gamer. Yeah, but on the other hand, I'm not. He can't convince me that a game is bad if I still think that it's good. But the problem is with replaying these games is actually, you know, finding out that the game is not that good. Or maybe I remembered it as if it were a good game, but it's not.
That hurts to hear. No, what's a game in particular that kind of happened with?
Well, lately it happened with King's Quest VII. Yeah, I've been always saying that King's Quest VII is my favorite King's Quest game out of all the King's Quest series. And, I mean, I played it, but there are annoying parts in the game. And, you know, people tend to complain that it's childish. And I found it charming as a kid. But now there are parts of it that I consider, you know, childish.
Oh goodness, yeah, because I've heard you talk in positive light about King's Quest VII. So has it changed for you? Can you go back and remember how you used to see it, or has that forever kind of been changed?
No, I still like it. I just don't think that I can sit through the entire game without, you know, taking in any breaks, which is what I did when I live streamed that game. I played it for 5 hours. That was rough. Okay, let's start. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Daniel Plays Games with Other People. I need to make a new intro because this one is just Daniel Plays. I need to add the with other people. This isn't X-Play, this is just me playing with Anna. Maybe me playing with Anna is a better title for these live streams. Hi everyone, happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day. And today we're on our 5th live stream of the 7th guest with Anna Vigue. And at our current pace of solving one puzzle per hour, we've got, I don't know, 4 more live streams until we finish the game, or until we give up completely. But we'll see what will happen in today's stream. I have a sense that I have a feeling that today is going to be a good puzzle day in terms of 7th guest puzzles. Maybe we'll solve 3 of them or 4 of them. Maybe we'll finish the game. Anything goes. So stick around and find out if we actually finish it. Tomorrow, Paul and I are going to stream at 10 a.m. and we're going to sample a few of the games that you guys recommended on our game recommendations forum on our Discord server. and we're going to play 4 or 5 games, and then we'll decide which games, or which game, should I say, which game we're going to play next. It's been a while since we live streamed together. Paul's doing his solo streams, I'm doing my solo streams, and in recent weekends, we've been streaming with Noah Entweiler. So it's just another Paul and Daniel live stream, like in the good old days. Feels like 2022 again. Anyway, thank you to our Patreon members. Thank you guys. Thank you to our coffee donors. Top 7 in the last 7 days are actually top 5. Akibert, Top Fuel, Ozzy Astaroth, Zero Cleft, Those Deaf Mutes, and that's it. Now let's welcome Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you, Daniel.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to pretend we didn't just talk to each other for 3 minutes beforehand.
Yeah,
during the
and
intro.
we're gonna talk about other things. Not to mention the topics we discussed before the live stream. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. I'm excited to get back to the 7th guest. You know, as much as one can be excited to get back to the 7th guest. And if, in case people didn't hear you say that in the countdown, you brought a notebook. So I think we're going to solve more than 2 puzzles in this particular live stream.
It's a Garfield notebook. So yeah, I'm ready for this.
I think that unless that notebook has the entire walkthrough in the notebook, it's not going to help us much in this live stream. But sure, you know, we can be optimistic. We don't have to.
I have a good feeling. Yes, it's my handy dandy notebook.
Yeah, it's a game changer, no doubt.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the 5th live stream. Are you in fact enjoying the 7th guest, or has it become a chore in like live stream number 3 or so?
No, I'm hooked on the cutscenes, man. Give me more of that sweet, sweet FMV cutscene, please. I will work my ass off to get some of that.
I mean, someone commented on I think on part 3. Someone watched part 3 today and then commented and said that, you know, I think you're the one who said exactly that in the 3rd live stream. You said, I'm here for those cutscenes. And then we ended up seeing 2 cutscenes per live stream because we solved 2 puzzles. Yeah. So that's a bold statement. But, you know, we need to solve more puzzles to get those sweet, sweet FMV scenes.
You know, you can't get those for free. You know, you get them for free, you get overloaded with dopamine, and it's just like, you just can't even make it through your day. You can't blast cutscenes at yourself without putting in the brain juice first.
So I'm not sure if these cutscenes produce dopamine when you watch them, but sure.
I'm really easily amused. I'm an island girl. I'm super easily amused.
Okay, let's see how amused you are today when we get back to the 7th guest. I'll give you control. Do you remember what the last puzzle we solved was?
Yeah, we did it with all those blotches that I didn't understand.
And we skipped that one.
Right. Yeah, we ended up getting a hint to skip through that one, so. All right. So I think we're going to leave here. And do my favorite thing, which is play the game of guess where the next puzzle is.
That was my favorite game as a kid.
Well, that dopamine hit, right? You're searching. It's always about searching.
Mm-hmm.
Can I not go that way?
Nope.
No. Well.
Oh, wait. Is it a puzzle? Maybe it's a puzzle.
Maybe it is. Not yet. Clicking on everything. That is my life. Must click on all of the things. Okay. I just, entirely finished Dark Seed 2. That was actually a better game than I thought it would be, even if the main character wasn't entirely likable.
Really? I never played the Dark Seed series.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the first and the second game almost could have been their own games, to be fair, but they were definitely worth playing. No, that just brings me back. Okay. No, I don't need to go back to that. Where are we going? Wow, that's quite the ride. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Oh, we're back
to the
here.
library. Yeah, you used the shortcut.
Of course I did. I love those shortcuts. The first Dark Seed is unforgivingly hard, and the second one is weird. Like, you know, there was a lot of screenshots in the second Dark Seed, like in the carnival, for example, that are like unlike any art you've seen anywhere else, but it was very big. I felt the second Dark Seed was fun, but it got a bit overwhelming because there was so much of it. Both worth playing though, for sure. I wouldn't have not played them.
Maybe it's time for me to play them.
You might have to. It's fun to make fun of the mic.
Yeah, I didn't play them in real time, and they were one of the very few titles that were translated to Hebrew, not just the localized box and instructions and manual.
Oh, interesting.
They actually translated the game itself. It had subtitles in Hebrew, and very few games had that, and they translated both games. And I never understood the appeal. Back then, I didn't. It was before I watched Alien, so seeing something by H.R. Geiger doesn't actually appeal to me, or didn't appeal to me at the time. But I don't know.
It's definitely wonderfully unsettling, the art. I mean, it's almost like the game is a showcase for art. And the main characters, I don't know who's more of a jerk, him or the main guy from Deponia.
Deponia is another game I haven't played yet.
Yeah, those are good. The German dev games like Edna and Harvey's The Breakout and those other games, those are all worth a play for sure. Didactic in general has some great titles. Okay, the pool room. Do you know where the next puzzle is? No. You don't have to find it. I'm just curious. Mike Dawson is such a whiner. Mike Dawson is such the worst son ever. He's just like, everything sucks. This person sucks. This guy sucks. Okay, that's this bedroom. I've definitely done this. Gotta look at those amazing paintings again. That's worth it. Is that why they just didn't like Mike in general? Because Mike was not that much of a loser in the first game. And in the second game, he was like a child, just like having a tantrum. Also, the bathroom in Dark Seed 2 was magnificent. It was like the biggest bathroom ever at his mom's house. It was ridiculous.
You want me to find the next puzzle?
Sure.
Okay.
I know you like finding puzzles, right? And I like solving them very slowly and painfully. So that makes a good teamwork thing. Mike
Yeah.
Dawson is one of the programmers of the first game. They named the protagonist after him. He had no involvement in the second game. They just kept his name. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, the 80s and 90s definitely took inspiration from the Alien franchise, for sure. Like, and I've never been big on like alien invasion games and things, but there's certain games, Day of the Tentacle, or even I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, like they're like the Darkseid games is they're kind of like art. They're art pieces of their time that you can interact with because there's really nothing else quite like them. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that bathroom wild, Patrick? I'm just like, that bathroom is the living room. Like they did not proportion it into a window at all. It's hilarious. It really is. Like you could hang that bathroom as art on the wall in your bathroom, kind of like meta or something.
Oh, that door is open on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go there.
Good idea. See,
And
we're
this
actually pretty far in. Jeez.
and this room is also now available at the end of the hallway to the right. So these
I
are
was
the
close.
stairs. We go right.
Darkseid 1 had an unusual 6-directional walk cycle for the main character. The design docs for LucasArts' unfinished Indiana Jones and the Iron Phoenix game proposed borrowing this idea. Oh, okay, that's really cool, ATM machine. Who else in Under a Killing Moon, it had kind of a different kind of a walk. There was like so many different commands for like making it work. The instruction booklet was so complicated.
There we go.
Oh, hey, cards. Yay.
Oh, I'm dying to see what you'll do next. Up and down and side to side. That's the way the cards unhide.
Okay. See, now here is where my handy dandy notepad will come in handy.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I can
write down. I don't know what to do. Then
That's what I'm supposed to do.
take it from there.
Let's see, because up here, that's an ace. Right? I'm writing that down. Already it's helping. Do you see this? Yeah.
Game changer.
A leap of intuition in order to unhide them.
There we go. A 2 underneath that. A 3. See, that's good. A 4 underneath the 3. A 5. Well, so far it's only letting me pick numbers in order, so either I'm being deceived or this is straightforward. No, maybe I'm being deceived. Oh, the 6 is way down here. Under 5.
Now that this track is playing in the background, the video got demonetized.
Oh no.
Enjoy the ad revenue, George Sanger.
Take it. It's yours, man. Hang on, I gotta make these into rows. A2, and there's another row over here. And there's another row over here. And this is the 7, which is on the same level as the 6. Okay. What number is that? Is that a 4? Okay. That's another 4. No, is that an 8? No, it is an 8. That does look like an 8. Okay, so that's good. That's easy. 9. 10. See, I got that whole line. Jack. Queen. This is like...
I'm going to have to start again.
Why? That seemed right. Jack, Queen.
How's that notebook working out for you?
Well, it told me what is in each place.
So the idea here is to, create a line of cards so that it will move smoothly to the other side, and you'll continue using the cards to flip them without... You need to move in one direction. So, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Either way, you still have to click on the next one in order. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, now I don't want to die this time. What's up
I think
here?
if you go up, then you're stuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see.
So it needs to move like that
I'm
game
going to have
Snake
to start again.
from the Nokia
Oh.
phones. So
Okay.
you always have to have a clear path to continue moving to the next card and then to the next set of cards on the left.
Oh, okay, I see. Let's see. Oops, lost myself here. Ace. Oh, okay. So then if I write it down, it doesn't matter because every time you do it, the cards are in a different place slightly. I see.
No, the cards, the flipped cards, are always in the same place.
Oh,
So
good. Okay.
the card you flip the cards and then they flip according to order.
Right.
According to the order you flip them. So the cards don't change per se. They just appear in order according to the order you flip them.
I'm just reading up here. The image that inspired Darkseid team to make the first game is Geiger's homage block in a Gigerized version of his painting Isle of the Dead. Oh, is that why they kind of switched it into the alive world and the dead world, kind of? The Hands Resist Him was a LucasArts background artist. Oh, okay. The Giger was stopped at airport security. Patrick says, who thought his paintings were crime scene photos, and he responded, "Where do you think I took all these photos, Hal?" Jesus, that's great. Geiger, right. Is it Giger? Geiger? Right. Geiger. Thank you. I'm so bad with name pronunciations. Okay. Back over here now. See, I've already screwed myself, I think. Yes, your laugh would indicate that you agree with me. I go on the outside. I don't know if the story is true or not. Yeah, it's definitely funny to contemplate. Like, why not at least think about it? Hans Rudy. It would be Hans, wouldn't it? No? Guess I can't go there.
Yeah, I guess you're stuck.
Yeah, I'm going to be stuck again in a second. It's going to say its thing. Because it won't let me jump around the outside edges. Well, maybe it will. Come on. Maybe it will let me jump around the outside edges. Oh, come on. That was so close, man.
I'm
You
That
going to
was
almost
have to
had
start
so
it.
again.
close. That top one's going to be a tricky one. Okay, I'll start at the top one, maybe. And then I have to be able to get across still. Geiger, Giger, hard G, then an E sound. G.
HR
Giger.
Giger.
HR Giger, hard G, then the E sound. Thank you. Okay. If I go this, what if I can go around? Then I can hit these guys earlier. Because these guys connected and it didn't screw me over when I took them. It just screwed me over when I went to the top.
Yeah, but now you got the one on the top left that, you can't reach.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. It's going to cut me off right here.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh.
What? It's a good thing you didn't listen to me.
So I'm assuming I just have to do that again.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. My notepad is not super helpful at this second unless I wanted to draw out the bad patterns that I tried.
Like, you can write down whatever you just did, don't do it again. So now you can go straight down to the card that's at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
This one. So you go in straight lines. So that's why, in this case, you'll be stuck because you can't go in a straight line from the one
Right.
at the bottom left.
That makes sense. You'll just cut me off there. Because, yeah, I'm already screwed there. As you can see, that lonely one on the bottom left,
Mm-hmm.
sitting there, all pretty like.
I'm going to have to start again.
Anyway, turned out Giger was claustrophobic and they had him sat in a gigantic room all alone at the back, and you approached him alone and he'd sign the item and then you'd be sent out. Oh, wild. That'd be an experience, eh?
Maybe he did that on purpose to give you an eerie feeling to the entire visit.
Yeah, just to make it seem like that. Like
Yeah.
maybe he planned that out that way.
Yeah, because it's always weird when you meet an author or a game developer that worked on like the most graphically violent game ever or the best horror game ever, and then they're super nice, like the friendliest people you'll ever see, and then you start to question whether or not they're really as eerie or scary as they pan out to be when they talk about the game.
Oh, come on. These guys were all so
Yeah,
close.
but you can't
I'm
go
going
in a
to have to
straight
start
line.
Oh,
again.
right. You lived in, okay. Benjamin lived in West Germany for a year and always enjoyed how they take the middle or end of the name to make a nickname. Yes, Hans from Johannes. Yes, I like that too. I like that very much.
Anna from Vigue.
Such a weird name, man. No, I'm going to screw myself at the top here. I see that. Yes. Damn it, notebook. Where's the help you promised? It promised me that it was going to be a helpful thing.
Yeah, but if Giger was claustrophobic, why did they put him in a room, regardless of how gigantic it was? Just place him outside. If it's a convention, you got booths that can be outside in the open air.
This
he
might
was
work.
incredibly sick with the flu. Got it.
Oh, okay. I think I got it now.
We'll play.
Foiled
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, that was the most reasonable game in this game. And I did draw a diagram, it just didn't help.
Wait, cutscene.
Sturdy work. Even Houdini didn't use such heavy weight. Ah, perhaps this is the secret of Stoff's power. Yes!
Temple? What's the noise?
Yes!
Temple? What the hell are you doing? Stop it! Stop with your...
No! Stop!
Oh, well. She was
Yeah.
such a pretty girl.
Yeah. Well, too bad.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
A magician.
That was good.
A magician tried to extract your skeleton. That happens to the best of us.
Exactly. Just look at the poster on the wall. That'll show you. Like, that happened to me, but not this week.
Dragon Mitsu says, acting to the 11th. Which is a reference to Spinal Tap and the 11th Hour. Over
and you
there,
got both of them.
they also... The 11th Hour, they also turn up the overacting to 11, even though it was released in 1995. So you can turn it down a bit.
That's right, up to 11. I remember that vaguely from that Spinal Tap quasi-documentary or something. Hey, you said a room opened up downstairs, right?
Yep. The one next to the library.
Perfect.
Yep. Straight to the
Oh,
left.
wrong way. Oh, the library. That library.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
I
the
was
other
just-
library in the kitchen.
I was just checking to make sure you knew. Yeah, these actors go up to 11. Exactly.
You know, I mentioned it in one of the previous live streams that they did it on purpose because the resolution was so low that they had to overact so that you'll see their facial expressions. But, you know, there is overacting and overacting.
It's true.
Wait, is it closed?
Oh no, was that the door? Okay.
Yeah.
This door. Sweet. I just wanted to make sure. There. Let's do it. Ooh, a piano room. Fancy. The piano, the puzzle.
Let's turn up to 11.
Yeah, we need to hear the music, man.
No, the speech can stay over. Okay. Wow, that didn't do anything. I hope you memorized that.
I've been taking notes the whole time. I can
The
read
cutscene-
music,
The
but I
cutscene
can't.
is over.
Oh, okay. I can read music, but I don't have pitch. Perfect pitch. I have no idea. Okay, it is the game. We're going into the piano, folks. Let's go. Check out the brand of the piano, Stoffway.
Stoffway.
Oh, that's
This piano for
adorable.
a song.
Wait. Wait.
I remember when I used to play Follow the Leader.
Okay, that's a B first. That's another B. And
That
write
tune
that down.
seems familiar. I bet I could play it.
B.
That tune seems familiar because it's the theme song.
That's great.
Having fun
Uh-oh.
yet, mortal?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Is
I was
there a
close.
pattern to this?
Okay, I was close. At an F sharp? Yes, F sharp. That's good. That sounds like a G. Is it a G? Yes, G. B. D. F sharp. G. That sounds like an E. That's an E. See? Notepad.
Well played.
Okay. Low B. So I would never remember that. This is why my parents invested all those years into piano lessons for me. Finally, I'll have to tell them there's a use for it. They've been wondering. What did he do next? Did he go to E? Where did he go? Did he just go down one? D sharp. Up one. He went back to E again. Okay.
Yeah, Merry Chris, this is Anna's recital.
That's right. Finally, I'm going to pass grade 4 of the Conservatory of Music, which was as far as I got in 10 years. F sharp. G. Come on. Come on. D sharp. Was that not it?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll go back to the beginning. Low B. 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 F sharp. Sharp. G. Then down to D sharp. I've got that. E. Back up to E. I have to work quicker, I'll forget things, but now I'm writing it down so I can be calm. Let's see. F. F sharp. sharp, back up to E, back up to F sharp.
Hi, Mike Forte.
Stoff laughs like he smokes a pack a day. He does, doesn't he? Okay. If I'd have known, I would have just memorized this song beforehand.
Before the live stream.
Yeah. Learn to play it on piano, then I could show off. I have a like a old piano underneath my bed right now, but it needs to be hooked up to like full-on speakers, which I don't have right now.
Oh, come on. It's going to be the entire song.
Up to the high B.
Oh, Mike.
We're so close.
Joined the right live stream. We're going to finish the game today. No pressure, Anna.
No pressure, no pressure. F. G. E. D. Low B and high B. Okay, to the high C.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Back down to
Yeah,
the
Zero. I mean, that part of the theme song, the theme music, seems like it could end it there and be a standalone piece. But instead, they decided to have the entire melody in this puzzle.
Yeah, they just kept going. And then to G. Oh my God, I actually feel a little bit competent here. This is not the way I'm supposed to feel playing this game.
No, you're doing great. I mean, usually our pace is one puzzle per hour. We're about to solve the second one in less than an hour.
Hey, wait, don't speak too fast.
Man.
We got this. The cursed keys. I will have this memorized by the end of it, though. Be dreaming this song. It's gonna haunt me in my dreams tonight for sure. And I like it. No, you definitely don't want to misclick out of the puzzle. Because it's a whole process.
So yeah, Gunther. I think even though these puzzles are pretty annoying, that was the point of the game. They just opened up a book of riddles and tried to find things that will take hours to solve.
Before that, we had to go to books for puzzles like that.
But they actually opened up a book and took puzzles from said book.
I think that's super cool. E. Wait, D, E. Which one did I go to? High E. Now, do I go back down to B? Did I miss that one? Yes, I did. Damn it. I lost my place.
I knew.
I got caught up in conversation and I got confused. That's okay. That's what this is for. The piano is trolling me. Pianos have been trolling me my whole life, for sure.
I'll shut up from now until we solve this puzzle.
Oh, no, please don't. I think it's much too interesting not to conversate. And plus, it's really good for me, right? To learn how to multitask. See? See? That's good for me. That is like brain work. This is so good for me.
A few moments later.
One, two, three, four. Five, six. Good. Right. E again. This time I go to B. Good. Good. Right, C high. A. Oops. Oh, I guess that's not an A. Hold on. Let's start right here. See, it doesn't matter if you talk or not. It's okay.
Interplay says, I think it's these kinds of puzzles that always make me bail on this game and the likes. Maybe go for another round of Full Throttle instead. But on the other hand, reviewers in the 90s complained that Full Throttle was too short.
It was, and too easy. But fun, and a great romp. I know, it hurts so bad. Oops, shit, didn't mean to do that. I gotta stop looking away. It's okay, I was so close.
Well, Dragon, I can't solve my Rubik's Cube because I dropped it like a few months ago and I reassembled it. And it broke into pieces and then I reassembled it, and I think that in the current way it's assembled, it's unsolvable.
Aww. Sorry, you broke it.
Maybe, maybe I'll break it again.
You might have to.
These aren't stickers. These are, each part of the cube itself has like this plastic caps, and so the plastic caps were the ones that I'll break it in a sec, and then I'll reassemble it.
coming up to where I need to pay attention.
Don't look at the chat.
Right. It's so hard. The chat's so engaging. Shit. I didn't even look at the chat this time. But I didn't look at my notes either.
Let me know if you want us to skip this puzzle.
No, this is fine. I am totally good. 100%. As long as everybody else here is good, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with this one. I'm enjoying it. This is a fun challenge. This is my kind of game. I would definitely do this on purpose. It's like Simon.
Our viewers enjoy seeing us struggling, whether it's with technical issues or with gameplay.
That's why you have the best viewers. Yeah, the piano puzzle is definitely personal now. It was my fault for saying I felt competent. I knew that was a trap.
Yeah.
Truly.
And we called it your recital, and then we started mentioning the fact that you learned piano.
It was just the whole thing. It was a whole combination of things. That's okay. That's what makes it fun. With music this good, I mean, come on. Again, and then back to E. To C, got it. Okay, C, and then B. Do. C, and then B again. Right. Okay, good. and down to A. Okay. To G. F sharp. Okay.
Oh, come on.
It's a E. Okay. Back up to F sharp. Okay. Sharp. Shit.
No!
I was like so far in there. Last minute. I was doing so good though, right?
Yeah,
right?
you were doing
Okay.
great.
Thanks.
You want us to skip the puzzle, or you want to try again?
I'll try again.
Okay.
I have it like essentially memorized. Now I just have to hit the right notes. Thought I clicked, but I didn't click right on it. Ooh.
Thank you, those deaf mutes. I muted the donations so that it wouldn't confuse Anna.
Thanks, guys. It's all right. You know, the fun part is you never really know what's going to confuse Anna. But for me, it's been the misclick has been my demon on this one, but that's okay. I'm glad you woke up in time. Well, okay.
I figured I wanted to
Yeah,
try.
you can do that. That's great. I totally know it now, so it's fine. I got it written down.
No.
C and then wait. The B high and then I hit the C high and then a B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is the last one I have written down here.
So you live to play another day.
Seriously, I was at the very end last
Yeah.
time when if I'd have known that, oh my God. That's hilarious. There it is.
This cutscene
Notes.
should better be worth it.
Stop struggling. Stop struggling, or I'll squeeze you till you pop.
Oh no.
He's ours, Dutton. We figured out what to do. The boy is ours. No, the boy's mine. I won. I solved the puzzle. Take him now. Get away. Well, give us the boy, Dutton. We know what to do with him. Get away. Quick, the knife.
Now we know. Whew. Well, I tell you, that was a lot of action all of a sudden.
Well played, Anna.
Thanks for y'all for putting up with that, you poor people. All right.
mean, we adored your dedication, and usually when we struggle, we get more viewers, but now we're at -1 viewers.
Yeah, no doubt. Even I left for a while there, so that's okay. No, it was good. I liked that. That was a good time. So, okay, the map says all these rooms have been completed down here. Let's go up the stairs. Okay. Well, all I see is the stairs.
So there's the attic. See the attic?
Oh, okay. How do I get up there? Take me to the attic, please. May I have a ride? And may you, yes, take me there.
Yeah, let's save. Oh my God, let's save. Let's
Oh,
save
geez.
and back this game up on Dropbox.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, solved.
Whew. Right, but I do feel good that I've solved 2 puzzles with nothing but a slightly ineffectual notepad in my brain this time. So that's better than most other times.
Well, the notebook was a nice touch.
Thank you.
Yep, the other way.
I used to have a big Yamaha, like a concert grand piano in the living room when I was growing up, but my parents upgraded to a Korg T1 back in the day and ended up with a bit of extra spending cash besides. And the one we have now is a Kurtz file.
So the attic is not yet available for us
Curious.
to visit. Okay, let's see.
What hath we missed?
So in the map, we have that room on the first floor. This one. That standalone room over here.
Oh, okay. How do we get there? Is that outside?
Nope.
Do we have to go out the door? No. Oh, it's true. Synth to MIDI ports. Yes. I mean, the whole trailblazing of all of that. It's fascinating too. Like I remember our Korg could take a disc so you could like put your stuff on it. I thought that was the most amazing thing ever, that you could put your 3.5 in there.
Ooh, we got a cutscene.
Oh, your grandparents. Oh, yes.
Dad, triple dirty Tad. You're too scared to walk through the house.
I guess our host just has to fend for ourselves.
That's impossible.
Risto says this game is unending despair.
Aw. I like that you Interblaze trolled their music teacher one day with a bunch of silly mids on a floppy. First time he tried to drive on his Korg. That's great. It's like, what is going on?
No, this was on the back cover.
Yep. That'll teach her to cook. Never cook again.
I smell it. I feel sick.
Aw. Poor guy.
We're getting all of these free cutscenes without.
Yeah, this is
actually
great. I'm not having to work for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, my grandpa Gil had an old electric organ as well as like an accordion. I loved his organ, you know, playing on 2 different levels and stuff. That was so much fun. Oh, it's a bonus for solving the piano puzzle? I see. Okay.
Did you see that Ken Williams opened a YouTube channel?
Did he? No, I didn't. Tell me about it. What is on his YouTube channel? Is it boating or is it games?
It's boating.
I knew it would be
he-
boating.
And he's vlogging from his boat.
Aw, that's so sweet. Those guys are adorable. I love reading his blog and stuff. I like reading his words. I loved his book. He's a good writer.
Let's see if we missed anything here.
Is the 11th hour more intuitive or friendly with the puzzle? I don't know, Daniel, is it?
No.
No. Not even a little.
Nope. Look at us in the attic.
Hey. Hey, here we are. Yeah.
They slow down the video so that.
Huh.
Okay.
That was trippy. Interesting proportions.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, do we get the same cutscene?
Is there another one? Is it a different one? They don't usually repeat them. I guess not. Toy box.
Oh man.
Ha. You know, there's a tongue twister that's toy boat. You just have to say toy boat a bunch of times fast. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. But it's not as good as Unique New York. That's the best one.
Okay, we need to find our next puzzle.
Boy toy, boy toy, boy toy, boy toy, boy toy, boy toy, boy toy. No, I like Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York. But like, try that without practice, because that is the hardest one. And I get people with that one all the time. You can
Unique
try it
New
at
York,
home.
Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York,
Unique in New York. It's good though. For a first time, that was very impressive.
Unique New York.
Most people end up with Unique New York very quickly.
Unique New York. It rolls off the tongue.
Just like that.
Okay.
Dame
what's our-
Judi Dench. That's a good one too. Dame Judi Dench. Oh, that's a really good one. Dame Judi. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna keep
Dame
that
Judi
one. Damn.
Dench.
That's good.
Dame Judi
Dame,
Dench. Dame Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench. If you change the syllables, yeah, it works pretty good. Unique Unork. You got that one? Yeah, exactly. It's so good.
Nork.
I love that one.
Okay, we got the. Okay. Oh. Where's the piano
Ooh.
room? So we're here.
Back in the
I
piano
think-
room. Yeah, over there.
I think there's a puzzle over there.
It's like the other one is if you put your fingers together like this, and then you move them in a circle, 2 circles in opposite directions. Like you move one finger one way and the other finger the other way, and they meet at the bottom and the top. But it's like impossible for people to do without practice. Ooh. I know that song. Are they going to make me do it again? Ooh. Fancy. I don't want to have to keep harping on the same puzzle.
No.
Huh?
Oh no! It's Chuck the plant.
Checking the beat.
Oh no.
Unique Unork.
Wow. Unique Unork, unique Unork, unique Unork.
Okay, we've
Covered
been here.
instead the way it's spelled instead of pronounced.
I think it
Cup
happened in
board.
this series of live streams. I think when I talked about the can puzzle, I called it
Mhm.
a cupboard instead of cupboard.
Cupboard, 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 cupboard. Irish wishwash. Ooh, that's a good one. Irish wishwash. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, I'm definitely going to share that one too. That's a really good one. Irish wishwash. Ooh. Oh, that one messes with me. So good.
No, it's Irish wristwatch.
I can't even say it. That's how good it is. You see what I mean?
Irish
I'm trying to say
wristwatch.
wristwatch and I'm saying wishwash. That's because my brain. This is great. That is so good. I love it.
Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
You're such a good enunciator. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. I just need to learn to tell my mouth what to do. Did you know that the tongue-tied rubber baby buggy bumpers, I used to always think it was like bumpers on a car, but it's actually condoms. My grandpa taught me that. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
That's an important lesson to learn from your grandpa.
You're only going to get that here. And
Yeah.
from my grandpa. Yep.
Mismatched Milky Mocha. Mismatched Milky Mocha.
Okay.
Mismatched
It does.
Milky
It makes
Mocha.
so much more sense, doesn't it?
Wait, where's the... we need to get to the picture.
Oh, is
There's
there a picture one?
No, a painting. A painting
Ooh.
puzzle with
Okay.
stuff. But now I need to remember where the painting puzzle is.
Yeah, I got to
Hmm.
meet Stoff. Where is he? The Scottish can't say purple burglar alarm. Oh, I don't have a Scottish accent, turns out. It's a purple burglar. Like, no, I need to be closer to watching Outlander for me to remember it. And then there's the classic, she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
I like that one too.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
There, now you just got to speed it up.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
That is so good. Oh, I'm going to bring all my tongue twisters to you, Daniel. You're so much fun. You're so good at them. One smart fellow, he felt smart. 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 I got that one. We have a saying in Dutch that maybe translate just as good. I saw the sun sink in the sea. Yeah, I saw the sun sink in the sea. I saw the sun sink in the sea. Hey, that one works pretty easy. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. That one is classic. I love that one. My grandpa used to say that one all the time, too. Peter Piper picked a pack.
So check it out.
Yes.
You have this over here.
Ooh, well, hello there.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
He kind of looked like
I've seen this
Lady from
room
the Trailer
before.
Park Boys.
I know what this is.
Strange paintings. Sick.
One smart fellow, he felt smart. One smart fellow, he felt smart. One smart fellow, he felt smart. Okay, next puzzle.
And I'm in. Oh, a picture puzzle.
If you think my eyes are big, you should see my teeth.
Wow. Okay.
I think they're trying to overcompensate for the fact that the piano puzzle was horrible. So they try to give you all of these cutscenes without you doing anything special. As snug as a bug in a rug. As snug as a bug in a rug.
Are big, you should see my teeth.
Is this actually a puzzle?
No.
Okay. It's just
Let's move on to the photo to the painting of. Hey, here's George Sanger. He was over there.
George. I saw you, George. Where? Let's go buy him again.
Demonetized.
There he is. Demonetized.
Demonetized.
Okay, picture of the piano.
No.
Does that? Oh, it takes me back to that room. Okay. Hey, do you want to take me back there? I need to go to the bathroom anyway. Thank you.
Take your time.
I shall be right back.
Okay, I'll try all these tongue twisters. As snug as a bug in a rug. As snug as a bug in a rug. It's pretty simple. As snug as a bug in a rug. Filthy Frank framed a Fantas photo last Friday. A Fantas photo. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas photo last Friday. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas photo last Friday. Filthy Frank framed the photo. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas photo last Friday. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas photo last Friday. Filthy Frank framed the Fantas photo last Friday. How am I doing? What's your favorite tongue twister in Hebrew or Romanian? Well, I don't know one in Romanian. I know in Hebrew, and it's a translation of "She sells seashells by the seashore," and it translates to Sarah sings a happy song. So it's Sala Shala Shil Samech, and then you can say it backwards, like it's Sala Shala Shil Samech, Sala Shala. I don't know one in Romanian. I should learn one in Romanian. Okay, we're here. And I think that the staff photo is the one to the left. Yep. So when I say it backwards, then it translates to Sarah sings a happy song, Sarah sings. Okay. Oh man, this puzzle is absolute crap. We're gonna work on this one for hours. 1-1 was a racehorse, 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1-1-1 race, 2-2-1-1-2. 1-1 was a racehorse, 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1-1-1 race. 2-2-1-1-2. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1-1-1 race. 2-2-1-1-2.
Oh my God, he does actually look like Leahy from the Trailer Park Boys. Like, Randy, you get me a beer. If anyone's.
Interblaze says,
what
I
he
know
looks like.
Chow Dlaga in Romanian, which is like by deer. Apparently that's a useful one. Yeah, but I'm not sure if they use chow in Romania that much.
Sarah does sing wonderfully.
Yeah, I gave them an example in Hebrew.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you missed that one. You'll have to watch the live stream.
Right, I guess so.
Okay, so here we are.
All right, we're here at the guy from the Trailer Park Boys. Right. All right, let's start it up.
And you should read the one by Top Fuel.
And all the king's men.
Read the Top Fuel's tongue twister.
Oh, sure. Okay. Top Fuel. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1, 1-1 race. 2-2, 1-2. That's a very good one. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-4 was 1-2. 1-1 won the race. 2-2, 1-1-2. Oh, the number 1-1. 1-2.
1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1, 1-1 race. 2-2, 1-1-2.
Sounds like a math problem.
Yeah. And you made it more difficult by saying that's a great one in the middle of this sentence.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
So I guess I just got to make his face like normal.
So Staff has an ego too. But somehow I get the impression he's not quite all there.
Your goal is to change the painting back to the human likeness of Staff.
Right.
Demonetized.
Immediately. Can make him all green. Does that count? There we go. Nope, that brought him back to red in the center.
Staff's falling apart, and I'm putting him back together again.
Staff is falling apart, and we are falling apart after the piano puzzle.
Just a bit.
So these are all variations of the same exact puzzle. It's exactly like the coffins puzzle we had, and the one with the flippity flaps.
Right, both the puzzles you had to complete for me. I remember those.
Yeah.
The castle one, it was like we were right there. So close.
It's a good thing you didn't realize that you were just one note away in the piano puzzle, because I think it would have frustrated you.
I had no clue.
To the point of you not trying again, like ever.
No, it's true. I've stuck with it though, and I never even felt frustrated. I felt the feelings of the people in chat.
The coffins. But Staff seems to be in more of a state than ever.
I mean, by the 7th try in the piano puzzle, I was certain that you're gonna block me on Discord and never talk to me again.
No, this whole thing was a mistake. I'm
Yeah.
going back to wherever the hell I was before this started. No, this game would be more likely to do that to me. I have a hard time finding the logic in it so that I can follow the plan. Flippity flaps. When I was a kid, you'd call, like, my grandma would always call flip-flops thongs.
Why?
That's just what she'd be like, oh, don't forget your thongs. Like, she was English as a second language, and so she kind of learned it on her own. And that was just...
Wait, so someone taught her that thongs is the correct word for that particular thing?
Correct.
So someone trolled her into learning a certain English language, a certain word in the English language, and you guys didn't bother correcting her at any point?
I thought it really was called that back in the day. It was really a thing. I also called brown sugar Tootsie, and no one ever told me that was feet, so, you know.
Okay, Hamstray is correct. These are thongs for your toes. And Gunther says that flip-flops are called thongs in Australia.
Yeah, see? And then we're a Commonwealth country as well, so it would make sense that we would call it that also.
And Dragoon asks, then what did she call actual thongs? I think we should
bikinis,
check.
Probably. Up the butters. I'm not sure. I don't think we called them anything because I didn't grasp the concept of it. It was just like, I didn't get it. Like, I'd never heard of thong underwear till like grade 8. So as a kid, I didn't have a clue.
Wait, what happened in grade 8?
Sex, probably.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
Yes, that's true, Stoff, I'm sure.
Yeah, it could bring a whole new meaning to the thong song. It's a song about flip-flops.
That's right. Now it's okay to play it in front of your parents.
Yeah. I mean, why wear shoes when you could wear a thong?
Very good.
Okay, so Gunther, you should check what thongs are called in Australia. If they're calling flip-flops thongs, then I presume that they have a different word for actual thongs.
I thought I had something there.
Interplays is keeping things professional. Tangent. I remember most people back when this released were so mind-blown that their humble 386 playing thousands of megs worth of videos and all the high-res images in these games.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
So that's why I love talking to developers from back then, because they had to use all sorts of hacks in order to get these games running. You know, things like the scrolling in Commander Keen, even though it seems so natural to have scrolling in games nowadays, back then it was practically impossible to have a scrolling screen without it killing your computer. And they did that, and they had to use all sorts of hacks. Well, nowadays developers don't bother, you know, doing memory optimization to their games because what the hell? They have like 32 gigabytes of RAM. Why should I bother with 100 megabytes of texture and reloading it and unloading it from memory?
Exactly.
Let me know if you want me to solve this one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead. I have no idea the logic, so all y'all are just going to watch me randomly click for half an hour.
All of y'all.
All y'all.
Give me control. Give me control!
No, sorry. I'll stop clicking.
I'm going to have to start again.
How do you want me to solve this puzzle?
A G-string. Yes, that's the other one. Bum floss or a G-string. We would call them a G-string. Yeah, that would be the term.
G-string, right. Bum floss.
Because I remember.
Who are you people? Who calls it a bum floss?
What happened to me in grade 8, actually, now that I've thought about it, is my best friend at the time, Renee, saw me, like, I bent over to do something and, wearing the low-ride pants, I had like granny underwear on, she called it. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's not my grandma's underwear. And she's like, no, but it's riding up your back. You can't wear granny underwear. You're like 12 years old now. So we went shopping and I got some thongs that didn't go on your feet. And I learned, new things.
Jeez. Okay.
Thanks.
Why did they sell thongs to 12-year-olds?
Yeah, you didn't have to show your ID, did you? No. It's actually, back then I was able to buy a pack of cigarettes with a note from my parents. So, Daniel, were you on PC back in the DOS days? Did you catch it?
By the time you solve this.
Demo scene along the way. There's a whole world of code wizardry and game dev connections. Oh, okay. I didn't know anything.
I know the demo scene was amazing. You download a demo from a BBS and watch it, and it was worth the 5 hours it took to download those 300 kilobytes of whatever. And
oh man, that would have been satisfying. I missed that whole era.
They had to find ways to play songs, and because you couldn't, a WAV file didn't have the compression it had in the late 90s, which was the MP3 compression. So a WAV file was huge, so you couldn't download the song. So you have MIDI, and I had tons of MIDI files on my computer of popular songs, and I'd listen to them. And the other music file was a mod file, and the mod file would just use samples from the song, like short samples, and then it would construct the song without the lyrics, but you'd have a voice sample every now and then, and that was cool. And that was what they used in the demo scene back then.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it is super interesting how technological limitations affect us decades later, like QWERTY. And I know, and I'm not really a touch typer. Like, my mom can type hundreds of words a minute and she's not looking, and she's, looking up at the ceiling or whatever, like she's Ray Charles or something. But I always was tempted to try out some of the other keyboard layouts, but my brain's so programmed that I fear I wouldn't be able to adapt to anything other than QWERTY, no matter how impractical it may be, so that you don't jam up the keys on your clicky typewriter. Because that was the QWERTY was so two letters you wouldn't push too often would be too close to each other, so you'd have less likely time of jamming up the typewriter when the little key things would pop up. I used to have one of those before we got a IBM Selectric as a kid. Oh, a Gravis ultrasound? Man, just to hear that is so cool.
So when people ask me what was so good about the good old days, it's the limitations. The limitations made everything more creative and more charming. Because now that everything's possible, nothing's as exciting. And you can see it in movies as well. A lot of newer movies try to set the plot in the 90s or back in the day so that they won't have the technological advances that you have today. It's like with Seinfeld. If they had a cell phone in each one of these episodes, the episode would end like after 5 minutes. Because you wouldn't have any of the in-world problems that they had. The misunderstandings and such.
Yeah, they'd be like, just Google it. Episode's over.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
The one when the marathon runner didn't wake up in time because the alarm clock had different knobs for the volume of the radio and the alarms.
Oh man, I used to have an alarm clock that you wound up that had like these two men on the side of a bell, and they would like ring the bell super fast when the alarm would go off. I loved and hated that thing. Speaking of AI, I was telling Daniel when I was looking for a specific type of physiotherapist, I asked AI to recommend one, and it did, and I went to it. And then the physiotherapist was a little bit like unsettled. She's like, I don't know what to think about AI recommending me, but she couldn't complain about it because, AI brought me to her. So obviously AI made the right choice. So it was kind of a fun interaction. No, the electricity isn't there, the AI to compensate, and yeah, just we're not bored enough as people now. Like, we have way too much that we can always be doing all the time, and I feel that people aren't doing as much in the way of tedious things, and then people don't have the patience. And I don't know if it's good or bad. It's certainly a shift in humanity and how we process things and how we deal with each other and how we deal with media in general. So it's going to change the landscape for sure. So I'm curious to see what we frightfully odd human beings will do with it.
Become dumber.
Yeah, knowing DOS commands. I love knowing DOS commands. It feels good when I whiz through DOS commands in front of my family, like I'm doing stuff in DOSBox or in the command in Windows, and they're all looking at me, and it's like I'm a wizard, and they're like, whoa, look at you navigating like the word environment. And I'm like, yeah, I sure am. Like, okay, my project 2 this week, it was very exciting. I'm now running my old Alienware computer. It was like one of the Steam machines, but it was like decent. Anyways, I'm running it off of an external USB SSD, and I'm running the whole operating system on it as a portable Windows to go environment so that I can also take it around and take it to other computers.
By the time you solve this.
Which has made my computer so much faster and so much more fun. You had DOS for one day? Dude, type format C. Oh, it's like DEL dot. Are you sure? Yes or no? Whoops. It's like there was a fellow who made a video on YouTube of showing his spouse how to use DOS, but she gave him a computer running DOS and the manual. It was like this thick. And then she had to use the manual to figure out how to use DOS as a person who had never used it to load a game. And it was really impressive to watch. Or managing the BIOS. Yeah, exactly. I had to mess with the BIOS a bunch to make my latest upgrade happen. People get intimidated by the BIOS. They're like,
Yeah, because every time you update the firmware in the BIOS, then it always tells you, don't turn off your computer or it will never work again.
That's right. That's exactly what it says.
And then you restart your computer and it takes a while for it to restart. And then you're certain that the computer is totally messed up and that something went wrong in the update. So,
It's intimidating. They can be intimidating. When I was a kid, my parents always just let me rip into stuff. So I'd open up old computers and replace components and just mess around in there. And I was always willing to take apart whatever. No guarantees I'd get it back together.
By the time you solve this.
I remember when I tried playing King's Quest 7 on my Windows 3.11, then something didn't work. I think the AVI files of the game didn't work. The intro didn't work. And so I started messing with WinINI, with the WinINI file, and then I messed up Windows completely. That was fun.
Yeah.
Then I went back to DOS for a few weeks until I found the solution.
What was the solution? Do you remember?
I just found a copy of the WinINI I had in my root directory, and I just overwrote the one I changed before.
Good call. You had Top Fuel had a Microsoft certified tech team teach you a lot of computer stuff. Well, that's pretty cool. How do you randomly come across, or not so randomly come across, a Microsoft certified tech team?
Maybe he paid one.
That could be. That would be pretty cool too. Delete System 32. Why would you need that on a 64-bit? Oh, you were good friends. Even better. Oh, that's cool.
Wait.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Come on, man. So close. I thought you had it.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
I think you're right.
Lots of IT employers pay for their peeps to get an MCSA degree or an MCSE degree. These days, some IT education paths include it. Oh, how interesting. I know with Alex, at least in computer sciences, which is completely different, there's been nothing for nothing. He's just had to pay for everything. But he's not with a company yet. The piano puzzle did do us in. It was a lot. So I wonder about computer sciences and how it's going to be affected by AI as far as it being a thing. It just seems like if anything AI was really good at, it would be something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but from what I've seen with AI, when I use either Copilot or ChatGPT when I'm coding, then I always notice that he's very confident. It seems like the early days of ChatGPT, when you'd ask it something, it gives you a very confident answer and it's completely wrong. And that's the thing with coding. Sometimes you have a huge code bases and it doesn't actually understand everything that's happening. And the problem with that is that if you're a junior developer, then you don't know what happened or why isn't this solution working, and you're in a worse position than you were before because you probably asked AI, you probably asked ChatGPT or something, you ask for a solution for something, and now it's not working and you have a new problem. So
it's true. And I mean, you get deep in and you don't know what you're doing to begin with.
Yeah, so as an experienced developer, you know what he changed and why it's not working, and you know to revert back. But as a junior developer, it's even more intimidating to see these changes and a new problem appear.
Oh, what do we got here? We got just one spot.
Yeah. We'll get there.
There's a kid who made an app to get you past a comp sci hiring test, and he got expelled from Columbia University.
Yeah,
I bet he did. Yeah. Oh, the Dutch way. We pay for the course and you get a bit of salary bump for it, but you'll start low and never grow to US salary level. Oh, different. Yeah, I don't even know how we're going to do it in Canada. My kid's going to move to the big city back east and see if he can make a go of it off the island.
So the way I see it, AI basically takes the jobs of junior developers, because junior developers usually give them tedious tasks of writing comments to a certain code base, so that on one hand you'll have comments on that code base, and on the other they'll learn the structure and the files and what's happening behind the scenes. But now you can do it with AI, so you don't have
We'll all be dead by the time
these tedious tasks to give junior developers. So I think it's useful for if you want to do fast prototypes, then it's great. But if you actually want to have a secure functioning piece of software, AI is not the way to go.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm almost there, and I've been almost there for the past, 5 hours.
Is anyone else lagging? I don't know. Can't see it from my side. Seems good on my view through, though, on my second screen.
So usually when people are complaining, then I look at OBS and I see if there are any dropped frames due to network issues. And usually when they're complaining, they're right. There are dropped frames and it takes YouTube a while to catch up. But at the moment, we have 0 dropped frames from the beginning of the live stream. So we're good.
Good. Let's see if AI could solve this game. That's great. Tons more generated code everywhere, with, of course, heaps of unoptimized, unreadable code as a result. Will likely throw more cores at it and not bother. Yeah, I mean, code on top of code, code on top of code on top of code, none of it written by humans.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen how convoluted code can get by a human if they don't know what they're doing, especially when they make a mistake rather far down the line, and it's like cross-stitching, try to like unstitch back to it. It's a lot.
Exactly,
like,
and we've come full circle to the discussion we had earlier when the thing that was impressive about these games was the fact that they had to find creative solutions to get these things to work on the CPUs from 1993. But now you just throw more cores at it, or change the minimum requirements to have tons of RAM, and you get nowhere. Top Fuel.
Top Fuel tipped $15. Fred fed Ted bread and Ted fed Fred bread. Thanks for the great stream.
Fred? Oh, no.
Ted Fred. You'll have to write it again in the chat so I can try to say it.
Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try once again, and if not, we'll skip it.
Okay.
Okay, we got the green. Okay. Hope
it grows self-aware and it exits the game at the piano part. Oh, hey, here's another fun thing you can do too. If you go up on your tippy toes, like the both of them with your eyes open, and then go up on your tippy toes again, but with your eyes closed, it shows you how much your eyes are used for balance, and that's pretty fun. It's also good practice. And then you can do it on one leg after you get better at doing it on two, stuff like that.
So speaking of having AI solve puzzles and games, on YouTube there's a copyright feature. Whenever someone's using parts of your content, it lets you know. It tells you, this video has like 5% of that video of yours, or 10%, or 100% if they steal the entire video. So anyway, when I'm a couple of days after
dead by the time you solve this.
A couple of days after I premiered my conversation with Ken Williams, I got a notification that someone was using 50% of my conversation with Ken Williams on his video.
Oh wow.
And then
that's a lot.
Yeah. And then I hop onto that video, and it's him using ChatGPT to play Leisure Suit Larry 1. So he got ChatGPT to try to play the game and solve the puzzles by itself. And in the background he had the Ken Williams conversation. So the entire video is the conversation on one window and ChatGPT solving Leisure Suit Larry on another.
Wow, that's a little bit to wrap a person's head around, actually, isn't it? I've seen a video of somebody using ChatGPT to try to play games like King's Quest 3 and like really early Sierra games. Yeah.
Did it work? Well, apparently, given the fact that my conversation with Ken Williams is 2.5 hours and he used 50% of it, so it's an hour and a half, and he still didn't get past the first part of the game.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it worked amazing. We get close. People are using the tech to like set world records in racing games and to do impossible tricks pushing engine limits, not GPT, but the self-learning part. Yeah, exactly. A big part of it is just programming, I suppose. I never knew that about the racing games and things like that. I've been really into watching speed running and all of that game breaking stuff, but I don't know that AI is involved in any of that yet. But who knows? I bet you AI is involved in all these places. I just don't even know it, like even the local government levels and all sorts of stuff. So.
Well, at least one good thing that came out of AI is the fact that if you want to fight customer service, then you can always use AI to try to get customer service to give you whatever it is you want without you using up any of your energy, just by having ChatGPT respond to that.
I know it's useful when I'm looking for certain things with food or macros or whatever it is. I can take a photo of a food label and it can dissect it for me and say this, this, and this.
Or email from the insurance company in case they change the terms and conditions or they change your plan, and then you just take the previous plan, shove it into ChatGPT and the current one, and you ask ChatGPT if it benefits you in any way. It never does.
No. Yeah, I was having an issue with my son's school with a few things, and I used GPT to help me kind of formulate exactly the nuance of what I was trying to say, and then I took it and then I rewrote it again.
Time you solve this.
But it was good because it helped me lay it out clearly, and because what I was saying was rather convoluted, and it ended up in the positive for what I was looking for, which was not having the school hold my son back a grade when he didn't actually fail the class. Because I'm like, don't do that. This is a trades kid. He's not a science kid. And how the hell do you fail science anyways? It's like, what? You build on theories? It's not like it's math. But the point is, it helped me be like, impartial. Yeah, the FCC complaint way of dealing with it is perfect against T-Mobile. Yeah, T-Mobile. Yeah, it's really good at just rephrasing things in a specific way to make what you need happen within the curricula of legal or otherwise, for sure. Does that mean I get to say it took me 1 hour to do 2 puzzles, but it's taken the both of us on 1 hour to complete one and we're not done it yet?
Wait, have we been working on this one for an hour?
Almost.
What? That can't be. Let's rewatch the stream.
We need to prove it now. Maybe people in the chat might know times better than I did. But it's 3:05 now. I do know that.
Okay. I think we'll skip the puzzle.
I'm going to have to start again.
And then we'll call it a day.
Okay.
Wait, give me one more try.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, and I was like, you can't hold back. I mean, he did science at the beginning of the year. They were telling me to hold him back now. And he's a trades kid, right? He's into shop and metalwork and woodworking. I'm like, you throw 30 kids in a class and say 29 of them know your science crap, but he's the only one that knows the tool shop and the workbenches and stuff. So I'm just like, if you hold a trades kid back in an intellectual side, it's going to end up screwing them over when they go to graduate, was essentially the argument. So I got this, my response back. Go ahead.
Both Hamstray and David said the same thing. Maybe we should fast forward the stream to get to the solution.
Yeah, where's the fast forward button? There's this free tech tool demo on Steam adventure game. You talk to NPCs and they process through GPT. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Maybe GPT knows where to find it.
Okay.
That was good. No, I feel confident because I did good, and what I was foiled by, you were also foiled by, and I wasn't using any kind of a walkthrough. So I'm coming out of this one feeling pretty like boss, for sure.
Well, there are certain puzzles like the coffins puzzle and the one with the flippity flaps and this one that don't actually have a walkthrough because it's random. You have, they give you tips. Maybe if you click that cell, then it would change the cells, the adjacent cells, but you still need to get to a situation where you have like 3 red ones next to the corner, and the corner also has to be red. And then when you click that, then it changes all of the red ones to the human form. But it doesn't happen that way, and it's not working. So, anyways.
No.
Thank you again, Anna, for joining me for yet another live stream. And I think there are 2 more live streams. No, sorry. 5 live streams left until we finish the game. We have 2 puzzles left in the game, so it will take us 5 live streams.
Yeah, it's super accurate.
We have the knives puzzle and the windows puzzle.
Windows, so like not a Macintosh puzzle.
And then you'll finally get to see the ending, which has a twist.
Ooh,
it's a twist ending.
Excited.
Yeah. It'll be worth it.
It'll totally be worth it, guys. You don't want to miss this. So I guess it will be not next weekend, but the weekend after.
Yeah. So next weekend won't be available on Friday. So the week after, we'll hopefully finish the 7th guest. We always say that, and we're always wrong. So we're probably wrong this time as well.
That's okay. I don't mind being wrong. If I wasn't wrong, I wouldn't learn how to be right.
Mm-hmm. So thank you again, Anna. Thank you guys for joining and donating. And we'll see you guys tomorrow when Paul and I pick our next game. We're going to play 5 games, I think. I listed them all on Discord. And we'll either add more games in case we don't like one of them and just decide to skip it altogether. Or, anyway, it's within the confines of these 5 games. So join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Thank you, Anna. Bye, guys.